All right, I have 7 or 6 o'clock. Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Do you
Sure, right. Well, thank you again for the opportunity to come together and do the city's business that we pray your hand on our deliberation and the decisions we make this evening in your name. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I want to welcome everyone out tonight.
Ms. Sarah Cummins? Here. Mr. Jim Hendy?
Here.
Mr. Kenny Edmondson? Ms. Krista Hewitt? Here. Mr. Clay Crawford?
Here.
Mr. Ron Maddox?
Here.
That constitutes a quorum. You have before you a copy of the agenda. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda? If not, I entertain a motion to accept it. Moved by Councilman Hendy. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Maddox. All in favor? Show of hands. Motion carries. If you've had a chance to read through the minutes, I'll go ahead and display them in case you haven't. Get down to the good stuff. Motion and second. All in favor? Okay, so we're going to kind of do a speed through the reports tonight, since this is the second meeting of the month. The fire chief is not here tonight. Chief Kells, do you have anything to report?
No.
The water department, the stage 2 results and weekly test report for 70 Half Highway is available on our website. And sewer department, Jim, do you have anything? We do have a test report here for the influence test at the old high school. Let's see, code enforcement. Brent, do you have anything?
The fiscal court has paid the TAP capacity fee for the Sherman Tavern. I'm still waiting on the schools. I need to go through the contract with Century Construction to do theirs. I was talking with the state building inspector. They're not going to issue a permit for the school for them to occupy the building until they settle our differences.
Do you have a zoning meeting, board adjustment?
We did have a board of adjustments on the 8th to do with Locust Ridge for the playground conditional use. It was approved with condition they put a fence up to separate the playground from the road.
Do you have any questions?
On the parks and recs, when are y'all opening the restrooms at the park?
Barry is working on replacing the sinks, doing the bathroom cleaning. They're doing a couple more maintenance work. Plus, they didn't want, The weather was been good the last couple of weeks, except for just a couple of days like
I
tomorrow.
was just asking about it because they were practicing baseball and
Yeah, we're trying to play it by ear right now and get them open in the next few weeks. as soon as
That's fine.
possible. In mayor's reports, for those of you who didn't participate last year, Sky Ridge Elementary does an SOS program. This is actually it's the 4-H dollars and cents program, but for those of you who could attend or would want to, it's a fun little day. Basically, they give all of the fifth graders, I believe, they give them $200, and then they have different tables set up in the gym, and they have to buy supplies, buy groceries. They have to have transportation. They have to get a job, those type of things. They have so much money that they have, and they have to learn how to budget and to spend and to sell things. They asked a representative from the city to volunteer at the SOS table, which SOS is exactly what it stands for, save our ship, so to speak. It is when they're broke. They come and visit the SOS table and get advice on what they need to do. Most of the time the advice is, well, the kids look through what they have, and usually they buy video games and toys and stuff like that, and then they don't have money to feed their pet. So they sell some games and toys. But it's a really neat little program. It's coming up at the end of the month. If you've not participated, I just kind of wanted to pass that along. But it's a really fun morning at the elementary school. March 30th. It's from 8 until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's a fun morning just to spend with the kids and see how their
I
thought
remember
process
when
works.
we did it when I was
Yeah.
pretty.
All right, item number 1 is old business. Republic Services, the route changes as requested. Or I'll just kind of give you the floor. The maps that you sent us, I'll put that map up here real quick. So, if you want to kind of explain,
Sure.
I'm not very good with that.
We've sent a couple different maps. Some are, this is supposed to be more sophisticated and prettier. I'm not sure you can read it as well, but basically it shows the yellow part and the gray part are where the two changes are going to be. The yellow, so any of the homes that are in the yellow area for Dry Ridge will be moved to Friday. Any of the homes that are in the gray area will be moved to Wednesday. And so, and I was talking with Mayor and City Clerk tonight, and what I decided from the last time that I was here, I know City Clerk's going to do a mailing, and we're also going to do some tagging to let people know that your day is going to be changed. I'm also going to go door to door in one of the evenings, not too late. I don't want people to get upset. I don't want to interrupt their evening. But I just think there's not that many homes that are going to be impacted. It shouldn't take very long to go door to door and just try to make sure that everybody understands what's going on, how they're going to be impacted, and answer maybe any other questions that they might have. So that's kind of what we're talking about. And one of the things that the city clerk and I spoke about tonight is instead of trying to do this in April, I think we're going to roll it out the first part of May. That gives more time to do education, make sure that all the communications are out there, and try and provide as much information as possible.
I know that's all the little,
Yes, ma'am.
just an idea. We are planning on having a town hall meeting coming up, or we're assuming not related. Maybe you could come there to the town hall meeting where a lot of the residents will be, and maybe just make like a quick announcement or have like a handout, you know.
Sure.
Just
Do
something
you know
like
when that meeting is?
No, not yet.
Okay. The only thing that I will tell you is that first week in April, my wife has me going to Florida.
Well, I mean, we can
But
do
if
the
you
announcement.
need me to fly up there, I'll be happy to do that. As you can tell, I'm not a Florida fan. But yeah, I'll be happy to do that. That's, you know.
Or if you
just-
can't, we could make, like, someone can make the announcement on the.
Sure. But yeah, no, I'm happy to come to that. That'll be fun.
Anybody have any questions on that? I think that addressed all of it. Okay, so if there are no questions, is that favorable for the council to accept the changes to the agreement that was in the original contract with the public? If so, and entertain motions as such. Is there a second for that? Go ahead. Roll call now, please.
Ron,
Yes.
Clay,
Yes.
Kenny, Jim, Bertha, and Sarah.
All right, very well. Motion carries. All right, item number 2. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you all.
You're welcome to stay.
You don't have to.
I don't blame you. It's like Florida in here right now.
No, this is better than Florida, trust me.
All right, moving on. Item number 2, EMS cost share update. I really don't have anything more since the last meeting to update you. We did reach out to our magistrate this afternoon and got a call back about 2 minutes ago. So I don't have any information to get you on that. The last that I knew is that they were planning to have another caucus meeting to decide how they're going to move forward. Item number 3, the water rate update. As the majority of the last meeting was about the proposal from Kentucky American that was interested in purchasing the water system. And then we had some very good dialogue from Mayor Skinner from Williamstown and from Williamstown City Attorney Jeff Shipp. And we had a couple of representatives from Williamstown tonight. Pete, I'm going to kind of turn this over to you because you and I have been working on this for a couple of weeks, but you've had to back and forth with the city attorney.
Yeah, a little bit more. We had told Jeff, and I think Rick that night that we were going to get together the next day or two. We did that, Jimmy, Amy, and I, anybody else, but I just think the 3 of us, to kind of get a handle again on the entire situation with some of the ideas that came up that night. I then got back with Jeff via email a day or 2 after that and said, just want to let you know that we had talked and outlined just a few, concerns. Because I know the one thing that Jeff had said was, besides the issue of rate, one of the other concerns, what are you guys looking for? So I kind of filled him in on that. One big question we had, of course, was how much flexibility, or if any, Williamstown had at the moment, in light of the financing that they just did with the new water treatment plant, and how much of that would they be able to discuss with us to help us get a better idea of where they stood. In other words, we didn't want to waste time coming up with some proposals that just weren't going to make any sense in light of the constraints Williamstown may be under. But at the same time, though, we wanted to know what we had to work with. So we traded a few emails in the next few days on that. I passed those along to Jimmy. I think somebody was out that week, and I know that he said it would be at least the following week, which would be last week, before he would even begin to have a chance to find out what he could get us and what he couldn't. And I haven't got anything yet, but like I said, I know that first initial week we reached out to him, he wasn't going to be able to get us anything, at least for a week or so.
I think it was pretty much what my response was to him, and I haven't heard back, so I don't know if he was gone. But basically, it is, we really don't have much we can offer you right now, until we get a rate study. There wasn't any really good news for Dry Ridge. It was about what we were saying.
Well, we had also included some alternatives, some things that we could look at. As Jeff, have you had any conversations about some of the other?
No, we meet tomorrow night, so I'm sure you'll bring it in then.
Okay. So unfortunately, and we kind of knew this was going to happen from the last meeting, that the Williamstown's meeting was going to follow our second meeting, so we might not have any information for this meeting. So that's pretty much right where we are with that situation right now. I'll try to answer any questions that you might have, or questions that you may be getting from the public. we can certainly add those to the list. Have any? All right. Well, we'll certainly have some more information probably after tomorrow night's meeting with Williamstown. After they have some time to discuss it, we'll probably have some more information for the first meeting in April. All right, moving on. In new business, Stephen?
Thank you. Over here, I don't know where's the best place to address it. First of all, thanks to everyone for having me up today. I'm running for county attorney. I can't tell you how nice it is to walk into a room with familiar faces. I was out doing some door-to-door in Corinth earlier this week. Had my dad driving me. We found that's the best way to make time up. As he drives, I jump out, I walk up, and et cetera. And so I walk in, I see all these familiar faces, and I'm reminded of a story on Saturday. I get up to this house, and there's a blue tarp over the front of the house. I can't see the front door. There's a few pit bulls, and I go, Dad, I don't know. He goes, man up, get up there. And I said, okay, well, I guess I'm going in. So, at any rate, so walking here to see familiar faces made me a much more pleasant experience. Running for county attorney, appreciate you all letting me speak to you tonight. What I'm offering is I've got some experience with county attorney. Pete was there at a particular time when I did about 5 years in that office. Learned a little bit about it, then went in over to the side where I was doing defense work. I think that's important because you have to learn how a defense attorney thinks before you can be a good prosecutor. And so I think that experience will help out. I also got the experience of being administrative. I ran the child court office for a period of time while I was up there. I will tell you that it teaches you to deal with those people that are disgruntled on all kinds of different ages. And so I had to learn to deal with those situations as well. Have some background in management, which I think will also help as I go forward with this position. And once again, I really do appreciate you all letting me have an opportunity to speak to you. If you have any questions on me, I have a website. More than happy to answer anything tonight with you as well.
Do you have any questions? Stephen, thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm going to sneak right out this door. I don't mean to be rude, but there's more doors to knock on. All right, thank you.
All right, next item on the agenda, there's a request from Mr. Tim Beavers to address the council. Tim, the floor is yours.
Is there going, obviously everybody knows we've had to do, the city's getting bigger, but we've had to do a record packet to be qualified to run police calls for the city, with wrecks and clean up impounds and stuff like that. Is there going to be any ordinance written for qualifications, or is anyone in the county going to be able to, because everyone that does business in Dry has to get a license. If you even come to the city and pick up a car, those towing services would have to get a license. I guess they all have. But is there going to be any specific qualifications or to actually be on that, or is they just going to let everybody on it? And the ones that's not invested in the city can just come in, pluck them out, and take them to another city for the releases and stuff like that.
Who's on it now?
I'm not for sure who's all on it.
Chief Kells, you have going to something?
Let me talk about is, let's fill out these packets. Cindy's familiar with them. Same thing that pretty much the state requires you to fill out now. In our rotation, we have 3 records that we use. It's Jimmy, Willie's, and whoever took over Secrets is C&C, I think they're called now, Triple C. Those are the only 3 that have business license in the city.
They do have business
They do have business license, and they did comply with department regulations on their packets. So that's who we use. I think what Kenny's concern is, and I can't do anything about it, is he doesn't want, he doesn't want outsiders coming in, getting a business license, or taking business from these individuals that are actually putting money back in the community. And like I explained to him, I don't have the authority to tell somebody who can have a business license and who can't. It'd be just like telling Pepsi-Cola they couldn't come up here because Coke's going up here. And I think that's what we talked about.
Pretty much, yeah. So there's fighting. 8 record services in the county. They all should have to have a business license to come to Dry Ridge and tow a car. But so all 8 of them could come to the city, because there's basically the state police list, the sheriff's department's list, and then you got a Dry Ridge list now. Williamstown doesn't have a list. I spoke with Al Rich. They particularly use only seekers for Triple C because they're in the city. They are invested in the city of Williamstown. Their police officers only call a record service in their city to keep it there, because if someone gets a DUI in Williamstown, they don't want to go to Crittenden and pick up their car. It's just the convenience for the public and the speed of actually not having to wait 45 minutes for somebody to come a mile into the city and pick up the car or clean up the roadway. There's a time constraint there too that I would think would matter.
Chief Kells, is there,
There's a
is there
30-minute,
requirements?
there is a 30-minute time.
And that's, police department policy, internal policy, correct?
Right, that's what I'm saying, there's a difference between the policy, who can get business license, who can't, and the police department, who we use. And as long as the record has a business license with the city, and they fill the qualifications out in the policy and procedure, the way it's supposed to be done, they're qualified to get on our list. And like Timmy was saying, each department has their own specific list. The state police has a list, they can use anybody from anywhere. The sheriff's department has a list, and Williamstown and us. So if Chuck's guys is out here working rec, they may necessarily not use Timmy, they would use whoever's on their next rotation. If we're working the rec, we're going to use one of the 3 who's ever turned it.
Well, the difference I see with the situation that Tim kind of explained with the secrets and Williamstown and Triple C is the fact that the Triple C has the capacity to do everything from little cars to semis. They have the large record service. We don't have a large record service.
Unless Timmy can fill those resources, we have to farm that out. We have to go for like secrets, for semis and stuff like that. We have to use that.
I don't want no part of the big stuff.
Oh, come on, Tim.
But if I understand you right, you're actually asking the council to try to limit it to the city businesses only?
I would think that there should be some kind of qualifications. You would have to like, have a business license for one, and maybe have a piece of property in the city limits of Dry Ridge, and maybe an office with somebody there. You know, just minimum. Somebody you would need I would think a working business within the city, and then that would be good, just minimum. But not be able to let someone out of car rent just come pay $40 for a business license and not be invested in the city, and then the car be in an accident on Main Street, and they gotta go to Sonic to get their car, get a pair of shoes out of it.
I have a question. More directly at you. Is there any situation that would arise that would make one of our Dry Ridge guys not think of Timmy first or Lily first, unless he's not available or he
What has
can't?
happened is we're using people on our list. Other people are seeing that and they're complaining because they're saying they're not getting shot at ours.
That's why they come in and buy a license and say, hey, I bought a
Well,
license.
some of them won't buy the license, they just assume because they're on the record list for the county, that they get a shot here in Dry Ridge. Well, we try to keep it people that are invested in the city, like Willie's has actual assets in the city, Timmy has actual assets in the city. Only one that doesn't is like secrecy, but Willie or Timmy can't handle that kind of job, so we use secrecy.
And they're still local, like it's still
Right.
like that, yeah.
Right. Whereas the state police, I think they'll use people with not doing that.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt, we won't accept, or I won't accept towing companies out of Grant County. They don't pay taxes in the county, I'm not utilizing them.
Is that, do you have that in writing, Chuck, or is that just like your
I gotta
own?
approve it.
And you've never had that
Yeah, if they don't have a
challenge?
business in the county, we don't use them.
So currently, it's just it's the police department's internal policy that governs that. That's really not at the discretion of council, that's really an internal
Right,
matter.
I don't have the discretion to say, like, Madden, I don't know if they're still around. They can't get a business license. I can't say that. If they come down and they get a business license in Gar Ridge and they fill out this packet, then they get put on the list. I can't stop that.
You could change your policy.
Well, we could do that. Before I do that,
You want
I want
Cancel.
approval to
Sure.
prove it, because I know what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna say, well, I got a business license and you're not using me. And they may be from Boone County or Dallas County or something like that. I just don't wanna get in that big argument. You know, and it's not like there's a great big, huge amount of money to be made on this thing.
What we told, it was 6 since the beginning of the year.
We only sold 6 cars in January. I don't know why.
And out of those 6, how many, were they all one of the 3?
They were all rotated around. They were already rotated. So that's kind of where I'm at. As long as people buy the business license, they fill out the packet, they get put on the list as of right now.
Do you know, do you have an idea of how many companies there are that have filled out the packet that would qualify, I guess, for,
Be detected.
no, other than them, but like, are there any other businesses outside of Grant County or whatever that have, like, voiced their,
On the state police, they have to fill out those packets too. I have no idea how many people's on that resolution.
I know they got records out of Walton.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So what do you recommend?
Okay.
What do you recommend?
Well, I like to keep
Cool.
doing what we're doing. I want to keep using the local people
Within the city?
within the city limits. And
Hodges.
these secrets for the big jobs, Timmy really can't do the way it's set up right now.
Like 7 total
But
in the
if
county.
somebody does come in, let's say out of Walton or out somewhere else, I can't say, you can't get a business license, you can't get the
Hodges. No.
right, because they're not, if they get a business license, they're not, I mean,
There's like
they're
6 or 7 in the county.
not co-employed police department, you know, they,
Or 6 or 7 in the county.
I'm sorry, sir, could you say that one more time? I couldn't-
well, I was just saying, these businesses like that are outside of the city, you know, we can't and also really don't want to try to regulate who gets a business license, because they do not just business for the police department, they do business for the public. You know.
That owner's request, there's a lot of owner's requests.
Right, and I like, just in my opinion, if the owner requests a certain company, I feel like that should be honored unless there's some sort of, you know, whatever, but,
And we do that, and that is noted on the card that they specifically requested of particular record companies.
I do that.
That way somebody
personally,
can't
yeah.
come back and say we discriminated.
I can see where this would get kind of hairy, but I feel like we could put language together, just, you know, something that says the city of Dry Ridge, or the police department will work with ABC, you know, companies, or unlike companies, that are located inside of the city limits, with the exception of this company, and because they have the capacity to do what A and B can't, or something like how, would that have to be put in just like the police department?
Well, I think that could be, best be handled as internal policy of the police department. I think what Rick's looking for is just the support from the council, that if he makes that change, the council will support him, as far as not issuing a license to a company out of Walton, for instance, that wanted to get a license to do record services.
Well, but you can't.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
For the purposes of being on the representation, that's the
Well,
only part.
Won't you propose something?
All right, we can write it up, however you want to write it up, I can make it restricted. I just want you all to know that that's what we'll do, and I'll get the draft to you. That's fine. I understand what Kenny's saying, basically saying that they should have some type of assets here in the city to use them.
I understand that, and also you need to word it to where if they're outside and they want to use their own, like you said.
Yeah.
So if you go ahead and write it up.
All right, so Chief, you're gonna make a proposal for the next,
I'll have that ready for the next council meeting. That'll be fine.
That gives me, does that sound
Fair?
fair?
all right, any other discussion on that? If not, we'll move to, thank you, Chief, appreciate it. Item number 3. This is only listed as an ordinance just to serve as a placeholder for this document that you have is, it's a draft ordinance, and I say draft with an emphasis on draft. This is just an early resolution, rendering of it. It's for the job descriptions for elected officers that we talked about. Some of the council had questions on. It is in ordinance format on here. Most of this is kind of a lengthy document. A lot of this just kind of goes back to underline support what the statutory requirements are of the elected officials, but it also provides a quick job description format of what their responsibilities are while they're in office. And I haven't had, I can't say that I'm the author of this. I purposely tried to stay out of authoring this because it does affect my position. However, that's the reason why I say it's a very rough draft. I want to thank Amy for taking the time to put this together. But there are some things that we did add in here. A lot of these, like I said, are requirements that are established in KRS, which are redundant, so to speak, for requiring, including those back into this statute. There is a section down here that the powers and the duties, for example, this section is powers, duties, and merits as dictated by the city of Aries. These would be things that we would like to see added to the responsibility for each of these positions, these elected positions, with the mayor and council. One of which being that currently the office of mayor for the city of Vero Ridge is a part-time position. One of the recommendations is that position needs to be established as a full-time position. There's simply too much work for a part-time position.
I think there's enough work for about 5 full-time.
So with that 40 hours, I guess that goes into
Well,
retirement?
it would still, yeah, I mean, maybe you can answer that.
Anyone who works an average of 100 hours for the city is subject to retirement. That would include council. So if council were to do more than 100 hours, with the city, you would be subject to retirement also. So yes, the mayor's position is subject to retirement. Because it is over 100 hours currently. So it is paid in retirement. That's correct.
The other requirement was just requiring chief operating officer training. A lot of this training is already provided through KLC or the North Country Area Development District. I do participate in those, for example. Another requirement would be the requirement of the mayor. It's just to stimulate and create economic growth in the city. That's kind of just the general term, just saying about working with businesses, working with organizations. And it just kind of lays out some, but not all, and we've already identified a couple others that we kind of left off of this as boards or committees that the mayor serves on behalf of the city for responsibilities to the mayor for the, approving time cards for the supervisors of the departments. The supervisors approve time cards for their employees, the mayor approves for the supervisors time cards. Just a chain of command there. Also, responsible for protecting job performance reviews on all supervisors annually. They require that the supervisors provide job reviews for their employees. This is just another function of the mayor, but this is something that's putting this all in writing. Approval of financial purchases, purchase control systems that we use. A lot of this stuff, like I said, is just putting this into writing.
I just have a question. I've done some more research. Is there very many full-time mayors in Kentucky?
We have one sitting in the room.
I know that, I know. But I tell you, because I've called many cities, and they are all, the majority of them are part-time. Now, I was just curious, and I'm not saying anything, because you do work hard, you know, work on hours, but I'm just saying, why is it so, what full-time is it so?
It doesn't, no, it's not me wanting full-time, because obviously none of this will go into effect.
Oh, well, I understand. No, I understand,
But just since I've been here, I've realized that the job of mayor, the office of mayor, is more than a part-time job. It has to be treated as a full-time job. It is more than what a part-time position is capable if you're attending the meeting. Yes, ma'am.
Maybe if you'd asked if they had part-time mayor but a full-time city administrator.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Yes.
probably where you'll see the difference.
Yes, and
There's
a lot of
usually
these-
either or.
A lot of these cities have. And what was fun about this is that I talked to a lot of the clerks, which was very nice. But it's really strange how the majority of these are part-time. But let me just go through this, how this is. Because I did also their pay. But, for instance, Crestview Hills, the mayor stops in once a week, every Wednesday, once a week. Hold on. Grayson County, he's part-time, he's flexible, no, that's not Grayson County, Carroll County, y'all know Carroll County Mayor? He's a firefighter. Okay, yeah, he's part-time, and he just comes, they say he just comes and goes whenever he wants. But anyway, I'm just saying, the majority, all of these are part-time that I've called, except for one, and that was, who was that? Jackson? Her price was outrageous. And why was she full-time?
That's our son of town, the third largest tourism place.
I don't see how that makes sense, but does that make sense? Jackson being, but anyway.
Jackson's in Breathitt County.
Breathitt County.
It's in eastern Kentucky.
Makes sense to me, but anyway.
I don't know. I know that Mayor Skinner was kind of alluded to, the city manager typically
Yes.
does those day-to-day
Yes.
functions of those other
Yes,
cities.
and a lot of these have that.
That
yeah.
would actually change the scope, if you did city administrator, change the scope of the council, to go from council mayor to a city administrator council, where the mayor is just, it's just the same as a council
Right.
person.
Yeah, and, no, I understand.
So that's kind of what we're talking about, and like I said, these are just
Who's gonna police this? How you gonna know you're gonna work 40 hours a month? Who's gonna know if the mayor did that you work 40 hours a month? How you gonna know that? Are you gonna punch time clock?
No, it's really kind of the same way that it is now. The mayor doesn't punch a time clock on it and be a part-time mayor. The mayor works his hours, but the hours required of this job to meet some of those requirements up there, to attend those meetings, is more than a 20-hour or part-time mayor would be. It's more of a full-time position. That's really what it is. It's just kind of making the switch over to the Now, mayor was just one of these. We could spend time on that, but I also wanted to look at some of the ones for council members. This was job description for the office of the council person. Again, a lot of these are the statutory requirements, what the responsibilities of the council members are. But where I want to draw your attention to, all of these are required by KRS. As the powers and duties of the legislative body as dictated by the city of Dry Ridge. These are things that we're putting on and above what's required by statute. These are some of the things that we kind of recommend and we look at based on some concerns. Each council person must complete COA training. I know several of you have been to those training classes, you get those continuing ed classes. Those are extremely important in knowing the legal aspects and just getting a good background on the position. Each council person must serve on at least a committee. This was a recommendation that I really wanted to see and that I pushed for. Is that to get the council members involved in the day-to-day operations of different aspects around the city, like the safety committee. We've set committees up in the past. We've got different committees. We've got some Rocket Ridge committees. We had some street committees for different things, different projects that we were working on. And I thought that was really good to have the council involved and kind of spearhead those. And one that's been of a big concern is requiring council members to be here. Each council member would be required to attend at least 75% of the council meetings. And then it just calls for some disciplinary action that could result if more than 25% of the meetings are missed. The statute provides a means for dealing with those. And this would just be adding the condition that it's just by action of the council up to and including removal. There is a process dictated by KRS for that. And then also it just established some qualifications. So if the person was interested in running for office but they had no idea what the office entailed, this would kind of give them a little bit of information as to what the responsibilities are for this person in office. Like I said, very rough draft. Definitely open to suggestions on this entire document.
Well, all this sounds good, but I don't think we need all this. We've got by for years with what we've done, and I think we've done pretty good in this city. I've been in this city since 1957, I think it's run pretty good. I don't think we need all these changes, because you can't go by all these rules. If you did, you'd never get nobody to serve on the council to start with.
Those are KRS rules. Those aren't new. There's about 5 things in there that's new. I copied those word from word from KRS requirements. Those are state requirements.
So what if we don't do it? What do you do?
Then I guess the council has the right to go to the state. I mean, those are KRSs. Those are state regulations, not the city regulations.
Are we following those?
We better be.
I think we've been following them pretty good.
I mean, all that is just condensing it and put it in a spot where somebody can see it.
Yeah, but I don't see if we need to vote on it when we've done it for years, we've done it right. I know we've done it right. So I don't think we need all this. I think it's a big joke myself.
I tend to disagree. It's not a joke. I feel like Clay feels like this is a lot of changes or trying to, I guess, regulate, whatever. But I feel like rules are there for a reason, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I think this is a great piece of, like a great thing to have where everything's just condensed and put together, because before this, I don't think we had anything like this, right? Like nothing we could just.
Well, technically there is, technically whatever's in there,
yeah, it's all in statute.
It's in there.
You have to look for it. And most of it's 83A, and then all the subsections in there.
I mean, and the things, the changes, like the very few changes, I mean, does anybody, not agree that those are, like each council person must complete X, whatever training? I don't see where that can hurt anything. I mean, I feel like that would help, just in my opinion.
Currently, right now, there's no statutory requirements for any training whatsoever. You can run, be elected, and never serve in any kind of training or educational class to know how to actually do the job. And that's
When
what
do they give, what is this COA training? Because I've been here for 17 years and I haven't been no COA training.
Actually, whenever I was calling to get the exact letters, I knew there was one. They're scheduling one for December. So it would be whoever is elected in November, so that they could take it
And
in
we're just supposed to take
December.
off work and go do this?
I don't know that
Is this one Lexington?
Yes. that they are-
Very similar. We've done this a couple times.
And
Some
they
people
try to
can
do
get
it.
off work and some people can't.
I understand. I think they try to do it in December so that way the incoming body would be prepared when they start in January. So I don't think that makes sense. And I don't know if it's an evening, a day class. I'm sorry, I don't know what they offer. They just told me that they were working on planning it.
I attended some of those, most of them just a bunch of bulls on that yellow beans. I attended several of them.
Well, these were some of the things that we talked about. So, like I said, I presented this kind of to you in the draft format. This is not, the only reason it's in an ordinance format is just as a placeholder.
This is the first reading.
This isn't even a reading. I'm not even going to call for a reading. I just want you to have the materials, make some adjustments to it, and then we'll work forward on this. Moving on to the next piece, which is the other piece of this puzzle, would be the compensation. Again, same thing, rough draft. It does go ahead and put it in the draft format so it doesn't repeal the previous compensations. And then it throws in some sample numbers for the salary and compensation based on the salary study that they.
Where do you get that? Which one? 41 for that is $20 an hour. I know, but where did you get the number? I know where it came from. $20 an hour times what full time is 22,080 hours.
Well, I mean, where did you, because looking at this, the maximum is 36,000, is that correct?
This was done before I had any of this stuff. So you are correct. This was saying, on the mayor,
36,000 is the maximum.
for somebody, yes.
Yeah,
So you
but
want-
75% would be, is a 16, yeah, that's a big jump. And then you got the 41,000, which is usually,
Okay, so what I would probably want to look at with those people there is how many of those have a full-time mayor, or what you have, like what you said, you have a part-time mayor and then they have a city administrator. So
now does
that's
particularly the city have that information?
I'm still debating it. How many?
Yes.
That salary study is.
I know, but I'm just saying, they have that information, that detailed information.
They probably do a compensation for each individual.
Yeah.
Now,
Here's my next question. All the employees last year got a 5% raise. How can you justify getting a $41,000 or over, $20,000 raise when you can only give our employees a 5 or 6% raise?
Last year's rate was based on COLA. So it's COLA across the board. Much like this year, the COLA is 2 to 4%, somewhere, I forget what it's already
So
said.
they're gonna get another 5 or 6% raise?
We haven't got the budget parts yet, but.
I mean, you just said that, I'm just saying, you said, the candidate said that they're gonna get a payout to these employees.
Well, we started putting some budget numbers together. I know the COLA is 2%, so if you look at 2%, we haven't even started to propose what the budget increases would be, the budget amounts. That's what we've been starting to work on. If we even propose a 4% increase, I'm not sure that it would be.
Okay, what is our population? I got around 2,200. Yeah, more than that.
I was thinking it was close to 3
It's
whenever.
27%.
So it's going to be still a little bit. I just want to throw this out here, and just city administrators that kind of work in, I think the cities like Edgewood or, Crescent Hills, like, they make a very pretty team for doing what they do, and all by all rights they should, because they do a lot. They do everything you do. Someone's in a bigger scale, someone's the same size. I just feel like when we're looking at this, we really need to take into consideration, because those cities may have part-time mayors, but they also have somebody who's doing most of the work. They just got a mayor that stops in and signature here, signature there.
I know, but we can't, honestly, you can't say that. You can't say that they're, do you honestly sit there and say, yes, I know that their clerk or their accountant spends a lot more time than the mayors. Can you really say that?
I mean, I can for certain cities just because I know them personally, but I don't, there's nothing regulated that says, but just by looking at, if you just take like the job description or the duties of the city administrator or the city manager, something like that, and look at everything they're, in charge of, then you can kind of put together how much work they really do.
I am not saying anything about Jimmy work. Jimmy works hard.
Well, this is not about Jimmy. Jimmy didn't
No,
make
no,
this
no, no, I'm
presentation.
sorry.
He
I'm
didn't draft this
Well,
document.
once they were doing, we were in position.
Okay. I
I'm
did
sorry.
not draft this
I know, I
document.
understand
had
that.
no-
I understand that.
Nothing really in oversight. Looking
And I apologize, I should not say that. I really should. And Ms. Crystal, whenever I was looking at what your supervisors looked at coming in, and I was thinking anybody coming in would want to, if they're going to have to take all those responsibilities and doing it, would probably want at least $20 an hour to do the job that they do. This one here has your numbers, gives you a look at what your city manager administrator numbers are. Because I think that you probably, with what we look at, you probably have to compare that position, the mayor position, to more of this kind of position versus the mayor position. Like what you were saying, some of the mayors come in once a week. I don't know if they're using time checks in those aspects.
Yeah, I know, but my biggest issue with this employee is, they didn't get a raise. That's not a raise. I want you to say, I thought they were raising it.
Give a suggestion. I'm not
I'm just saying,
You got a raise, I haven't had one in 4 years.
That's all I'm saying. That's my argument. I can't see it.
Well, let me continue this discussion. Since we're talking about this. Yeah, sure.
When I talked to you some months ago about somebody needing a raise in the city, and that's Amy. I think she deserves a good raise. I don't know if you have to, like a level increase, but every time we have an audit, the auditor's always compliment how well the books are in order and everything. So, I think
There's no, see, that's
That's my
what it
opinion.
sucks. Like, there's no question that there's not one single employee for the city that does not deserve a raise. Every single employee we have goes above and beyond for far less than they would deserve. And that's not just here, that's anywhere. And if I had it my way, everybody would get a raise.
I don't know, like,
Well, as part of
This is hard,
fully
you know?
raising, I don't want to get down this rabbit hole, so to speak, on the raises, because this is a great discussion that we're having about this. But this is a discussion that we need to have in budget time when we're talking about those raises in the budget for the next year. I'm trying to keep everybody focused on this portion of it. These are things that we just put in here, things that were put in as proposals. This next one is going to be just as controversial as the first one. Currently, the salary for a council member is $3,000 a year. We opted to go back to, I think it was 76. I did have a little insight on this one, but I think it was 76 when the city changed from paying the council member and the city attorney and the mayor for each meeting that they attended to giving them a salary. So this is kind of a hybrid of that, but it served two purposes. The base salary was $1,500, and then there would be a $100 per meeting. The council member would earn $100 per council meeting. So there's 24 council meetings a year. If you did the math on that, that's a $900 a year raise. Council members.
What year was that?
It was sometime in the 70s. Maybe
1962, we got $5 a meeting. $60 a year. I took that $60, signed a check, paid the city taxes when I was on the board. And that's what we done in '62. So it's going up a little bit in '62. We didn't get no monthly check, we got $5 a meeting. And I think the mayor got $50 a meeting.
It also went up in...
How many things have stayed the same in 55 years?
Hang on a second. It also went up a little bit in 2006 when the council decided to go from one meeting a month to two. The council's salary at the time was $1,500. It was doubled to $3,000. Because I think it was 2005 or 2006. 2006. That's when the salary went from $1,500 to the $3,000 where it's at now. Previous to that, it was back from, it was set at that $1,500. What we did, we rolled it back to the $1,500 and then paid you for all of the meetings that you came in order to give you, this was just a proposal, but just an incentive to attend meetings, to make sure that you're at the meetings.
I don't think you need an incentive to attend the meeting.
I don't know.
I think if you are elected to be an official, you're asking to be at the meeting.
That's your civic or emergency.
And I will say to that aspect of council,
I think you're gonna miss meetings.
no, like Cave City, they only get $50 a meeting. And if they have a second meeting, special meeting, they get an extra $50. Wilder, they get $183 a month. Fleming, they get $4,200 a year. This is really interesting, Holly, but one of the largest ones was Falmouth, $6,000 a year.
This was just a different approach to it.
Well, 12,000?
I mean, you could certainly take that line out, and you could, like I said, these are placeholders that were put in here, but you could certainly take this out, and you could put it to $3,500, or $5. That doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, the intent of this whole thing was to satisfy some of the things that council had been asking for, the public had been asking for. They've been asking for accountability for people attending meetings, and where the salary was going to. This was an attempt to try and correct some of those, and to lay it out in a format that everybody could understand. So, like I said, and I've said it over and over and over, this was a very rough draft, and it was only put into an ordinance format just to serve as a placeholder. So,
The only thing on your compensation list is what changes that we need to make It does have to be passed before the first Monday in May.
The first what?
Monday in May, by statute is what that states. In order to go into effect for the next sitting body for that.
Which will take effect in January.
Yes, yes. So, that is why we want to get it like that to you guys tonight, so that you guys could, look it over, decide what you want to do, what you want to change, what you want to be in, so that you can have a revision for the next meeting for you to, vote on, and then have that second reading by the last one in April, so that way it goes through.
Any other discussion on that?
So how many hours do you put in all of it? Well,
No, I'm here at 8 o'clock every morning, and I'm here till at least 5 or 6 most nights, and then there's several nights that I attend other meetings for that thing. So, I mean, I'm here. But that, we're not talking about, this was not.
Clay, how many hours you as mayor, how much were you here off and on there?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, it depends on whether you here or whether you're at home, people come to your house talking about business, or you going to visit business. All that figured in your time as mayor. Mayor Skinner there can tell you, he has a lot of customers come into his office, he has to go meet people and talk to them. All that's counted in your time as mayor. And I spend a lot of that time doing that. I didn't spend 8 hours sitting in there at that desk watching that camera in there. I didn't do that. I didn't have no camera.
Any other discussion?
No.
But that's just the way it is. I mean, it depends on how much you put in. I put in a whole lot of time because that's the only job I had. Same as Mayor Pearson. I mean, I put in a lot of time. I did different people and working with people and working with organizations at schools and things. Spent a lot of time doing that. But people don't realize it's a good job as mayor.
And it probably was full-time.
I mean, I consider it still part-time, but it actually is a part full-time, if you want to put it that way. You can put it anywhere you want to, but sitting there 8 hours behind this ain't always doing what you need to be doing. You need to be out here talking to business people, trying to get business, going to meetings, different things. All that's counted in your time as mayor. Mayor Skinner back there and tell you about all the meetings.
All right, anything else? All right, item number 5, executive session, KRS 61-810, section 1, subsection C, pertaining to litigation. Motion to go into executive session. Motion by Sarah, by Sarah, second. Clay, second. All right, move the time. All right, we'll be right back.
There's nothing else on the agenda, is there, Jimmy?
No.
Yep. 3 minutes late. Boss will be calling. Where are you at? Very good to have you with us. Neither I have you with us. I'm trying to try these meetings. It's hard to do. As you can see. Get in there, Mike. Oh, my God, how are
While he was making them rounds, he signed a 40-year contract on the water.
Take care.
Get that.
Take a step.
I get so damn mad at them.
Did you know that there's ice coffee?
I guarantee you there'll be tomorrow, all this will be at Waffle House, or maybe tonight, and it'll be turned clear around.
Did you know there's
Jim Wells was $41,000 a year. What?
Did you know there's no way we can get out from under that Williams contract?
No, that's what he just said.
No way. And you just said he can't do nothing for us.
Well, not until they examine take the figures from their new operating system
But
and
they're not
see.
going to. They're not going to.
And all that is doing is kicking the can, that's all we're doing, kicking the can. We're not gonna get out from under Crawford's 40-year contract.
You need to go get out and do nothing for these.
No, Williams County's not gonna get dry reds a time of day.
They want to control everything in the county if they could. That's the problem.
You so damn mad, I tell you, that son of a bitch.
Y'all take care.
Judy, I know you'll be excited.
Why?
We got the plans for Tricia's.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Oh, great.
We had them here for last meeting, but we didn't have them printed out.
Oh, what is it?
Right there in the sign.
When are they supposed to get started, Brett?
I don't know, they're supposed to be here sometime. I had some company come in today to get a business license for something out there, but I don't know what. They have they're on the agenda for the planning and zoning for the county at the end of this month. So they can't do nothing until after. This is the preliminary plat saying how they're gonna do it, so.
Where are they gonna be
So they can't even do anything
The
about
old
it.
Shoney's behind the.
They couldn't even do anything about the destruction of the other building, until they get everything all together.
I don't think they wanna waste that money until they know for sure it's gonna go through.
Oh, well, sure, they don't want to tear that building down, then.
Yeah.
So what do they have to wait to pass the seat, did you say?
They've done this up, they have to make sure the county, the engineer for the county planning and zoning, like, approves it, make sure they've got enough heat and all that, and dumpster and certain things.
Oh, I got you.
They're just waiting on, they don't meet till last Monday of the month.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure after that's done, they'll start moving on stuff, and then we've got people out there marking, and they've been asking different questions and stuff, so.
Oh, yeah.
So is the Mexican restaurant already out of there?
Yeah, they've been out since the end of January.
So how many seatings do they
I've been in
have?
Moorhead.
Or how many seats do you have?
106. Yeah, 106 seats, 69 parking spots.
69 parking spots out there?
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh, listen.
We can do it in Moorhead.
It's not going to school.
What's your summer school?
I graduate in December, but I'm coming back here full time after this semester.
Where you go north? Continue?
No, I'm taking online classes my last semester.
There you go.
Yep, so I'm gonna come home and save money and maybe do some studying. I'm gonna make the kids do my homework. Hey, that'll save me $350 a month on my rent.
Oh.
So.
Then you're living at home, so you can, couple, just a little bit. And then your gas, you want to drive all the way down there and stuff, or you go back and forth.
Yep.
I just remember it bank that money.
Oh, I know.
I wonder why Jim just sat there and let him.
He couldn't say nothing.
He could say his thing.
He did say, he said, I said,
Well, that's all he said, well, no, I don't do. What?
I think you want to make it seem.
Yeah, but I mean, you see me sitting back there 10 hours a day watching television, or watching the traffic screens, bullshit. That man works around the clock, let alone after he leaves here, he gets calls at home as well, and he gets text messages
And that's
and
the
all.
thing too, he does stuff on his computer, you know, like this last week, he went and looked at one of his boys for Louisiana doing dirt bike races. I was at work on my computer, and the way they shut Dropbox, he's 1 o'clock in the morning, there's stuff being saved that he's doing. So he's up 1 o'clock until midnight there, what time.
see, times have changed in those 15 years.
Oh,
He
yeah.
don't really see that.
I know.
I would have shut him up in a heartbeat, I wouldn't care if it uproared the whole place, I mean, that ain't right. That man works his tail off and then sit there and say he don't do nothing, but sit in there.
But you know what, and that's the thing. You know, if people in and out, I come in here to talk, I talked to him 4 different times today on 4 different subjects. And then his door, he had a revolving door of people coming in and out. Miss Gateway was here for, I think, 2 hours, talking to him about something. Okay. Somebody was in there for 2 hours point, talking to him, so I mean, you sometimes can't walk in the door without getting hit by somebody, you know. So I don't know.
Oh, mercy. So who's having a meeting now?
They went back there doing executive session.
Executive meeting.
Oh,
And
well, Clay left.
Oh, really? No, his coach still here, he went back there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, he's
he'd take care of it. And so he can find out what all's going on, so he can go to Waffle House and tell them spread the word.
Let's go.
It didn't take but 3 hours after the meeting about the other one, about the water company coming in, so it was already at Arby's and Waffle House.
I'd like to ask what Skinner made, I'm just curious.
I was just saying, yeah, he is, and I was gonna say, and I think he's got a city administrator down there too.
Oh, really, both?
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the guys I used to work for north of dispatch, he's the former Kent County Police Chief, he's retired. He's quit, he's going somewhere else, but he was just working at Fort Wright as their, city administrator. And I guarantee his salary is 60 to 70,000.
60 or 70 or 16 or
60 to 70.
Brunswick County, theirs is making 50.
The director of our dispatch center up there makes 88. Now that's the director of 911 center.
Now, I understand where my mom's coming from. I mean, I wish companies could be like Oprah with raises. You get a raise, you get a raise, and you get a raise. But I mean,
I have to do this, okay?
where
Take
is it
this.
though? Where can we give a raise?
Where do you think officers should be paid?
What?
Police officers. What do you think they should be paid now?
An hour?
Yeah. Roughly, just a guess. Blake is starting out somewhere between 12 and 13, he's not been through the academy.
Yeah.
Brad and Dave are making somewhere around 18.
Yeah.
I sit in a room with dispatch, when I work up there, I make just under 22 an hour. A police officer up there starts out with no training, starts over $22 an hour in Kent County.
That's why they get it.
That's why they go up there and don't stay here.
Yeah. Well, that's what, Wallace, and you can't blame them.
You're always gonna have a policeman problem at these rates.
Oh, even with the firemen. There was one girl back there, she was full-time here. She got some kind of certification she had to have for a paramedic. While she was leaving the testing site, after she knew she passed, she got a call from another department that said, we want you to come work for us. I mean, she's doing paramedic up there, and she's probably making $60,000 a year,
Yeah.
just as a paramedic.
Well, does that city reimburse?
Oh, that's the fire department. That's not even the city, that's just Independence Fire District.
Oh. Well, did they reimburse?
For what?
Did we pay for the training for that?
No, there's nothing like that for fire departments. Now for police there is, and there's a pay for file stuff,
Right.
but for fire there's not.
Oh.
Not that I'm aware of.
What?
I said, I'm not ready to go yet.
She was already a paramedic, she just had that one class she hadn't got.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no. That's the reason everybody goes up there, because it pays more. But guarantee you have a lot more crap to deal with too.
Right.
David may get, depending on his traffic stops, let's say 8 to 10 calls a night. Up there, you'll get 8 to 10 calls in the first hour. And then you're expected to keep going for the next 11 hours because you're working shift.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, on a Saturday night up there on Kent County, we dispatched everybody except for Erlanger and Ellesmere. We had 70 units on the screen, 70 police units working.
Well, you work down there too?
On nights I'm not here, like tomorrow night, I'll leave here at 4. I gotta go to chiropractor and I'll go to dispatch and work 6 to 10.
You're everywhere.
And then on Fridays, I'll work 6 at night till 2
Doing
in the
the
morning.
what?
No, when you call
All 911?
Police dispatch, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did full time before I was here. I worked there full time, was part time in the city.
Oh. And then now you're on the tax collection or whatever.
Doing all that stuff here, yeah.
Then you're part-time down there.
Yep. So I do here, I'm doing code enforcement, planning and zoning, all the computer stuff, and whatever else gets piled on. The new vending machine in the park, that's under me now. Make sure it stays built.
Surprised Crupper hadn't recommended getting ready to get it, he's making too much money.
You need an assistant.
They were talking about evaluation, I was like, I got enough assholes.
In 1962, he didn't have nobody like you here when he was
They didn't
mayor.
have a computer in this place in 1962.
Well, the rumor is that he's going to run for
Computers been
mayor.
around in
I want to see
62?
him.
That's the first computer the mayor's ever had in this building.
No,
Bill Cole never had one, or anybody before him.
nobody's ever.
Never before a computer time.
And back then, city did everything.
I'd like to see you run an office without a computer now.
Not today, no, you can't.
You can't, no way.
He thinks he can, because he's telling everybody out in Waffle House and Arby's that he's gonna run for mayor.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be just like, we'd be just like backing up 50 years from having
I'd
trouble.
like to see, print those water bills out every month, all 850 of them handwritten.
By hand.
Yep. I think there's books right here when they actually walked around and read the meters. When they walked and had to look and read the meter of them, and they went down the list. That's what they had to do.
Yeah.
Was there something wrong out on Ellen, on the Newdale, with the water meters or something, water reading or anything this last week?
What the hell?
I forget now what day it was last week.
Oh, were they out there looking at something?
Yeah.
Well, they were having problems with the handheld, they read something, and they had a guy who pumped in here, and they were going around testing it to see if it worked, like what's
No, this was just, Ken was by himself in that city truck. And, he was, I was
Oh, maybe that's
backing
if I can
up
work
my
TV.
driveway, and he was sitting right there before Vernon's, and he was sitting there on the phone.
Oh, my.
You could hit him with
He saw
a
me,
rock
and he
and he
went
would
up,
have
and then he went down about Hammond's or something.
He was out partying Saturday night.
Partying?
Yep, he had a birthday party.
I'll say, he was out, he's on the
They
phone
didn't
like
go to
4
sleep
inches from where
until
he's driving.
4 a.m.
Oh!
But he was on Newdale
Yeah.
Drive, he wouldn't have been going down Taft Highway.
So Mom picked him up around 9:30, and I was getting ready for church, and I said, hey, you wanna go to church with me? He goes, no. Alright. He just laying in the chair. Yeah.
He was sitting right.
He goes to sleep every meeting from his heart.
He
He's so
saw me,
tired.
I wasn't going back.
He was probably moving the
But then he pulled on up, but then he went on down the 2 houses down and got out of the truck, and I'm going up the street, I looked back.
Well, I mean, he hasn't slept any because
Over in the front yard of
he
that house.
didn't have time to sleep Sunday because Mama and Donna had a birthday party. And then today was school.
Well, I'll tell you
So-
something, they said to me that, the training, they want
Yeah.
the council members to go to, that COA, whatever it is, that gives us a break on our insurance. Because we are insured with liability insurance through KLC. If you go to that and Jimmy does his, and you do like, there's like a checklist, if you meet certain criteria, it knocks your premiums down.
Brings your rate down.
So that's one reason we put that in.
What is it, mention
I don't know.
So the town board members need to have that training.
I don't know. I know they had it on there, but I don't know where everybody's at. I'm looking to keep it with my stuff. Now that we're doing planning and zoning stuff, I have to have so many meetings a year, plus KLC training, that mine will just keep going.
When do you sleep?
I'm not quite sure. I crashed Saturday night and Sunday morning. Before Saturday was St. Patrick's Day, so all the drunks were at Covington's, had to stay over at work. They ended up, Chinko's, you ever been there? Covington's and Bart. They arrested 14. We had 2 officers getting injured in fights. Then one of them had a cruiser got hit, he banged. And they arrested 14, they tased or beat them or something, offensive action, pepper spray or something, 3 of them, and all that. And I ended up staying holding those 3 because Barcode was a 2 with all the rowdies. I slept, I think, till 1:30 on Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's just new map, I don't think it's right. See, right there, this is the area that's hanging on the route's gonna change.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where Newdale.
Well, there's Newdale right there, but the map he gave us before.
Oh, okay, so Newdale doesn't change. Kings Heights don't change either.
I didn't think it did. I
Kings ain't, but
the other
Newdale
day
is.
he said it's
See?
only on 25.
This is the first map he gave us. It's the Eltaft Highway, Ruthven, LNK, and Newdale are all changing. Apparently, they got rid of, they're not picking trash up no more in Owen County. Normally, it was an Owen County truck or whatever, when they picked up Owen County, they stopped their cars up on certain days. But apparently, it's changing. They dropped, they got a different contract or something over there.
Well, somebody else has got on to do it.
Sisters gonna have to change stuff. Bye.
Let's get the first
seat and put the seat down.
We ain't going nowhere.
New Dell is still running.
That's on the grade.
And the yellow is changing. There's the bypass, there's South Main, there's Arbor.
Yeah, this should always stay the same, King's Drive should stay the same.
Yeah, it's not, you're not changing.
And
None of this is changing.
It wouldn't have made any difference.
Well, I know, it's making, that's what the part I didn't understand, Brett.
But you have to let people know.
Who gives a damn?
Well,
You just say, one day you just set your garbage out.
I know, most people don't, because I always forget to set ours out every now and then, or some people don't, they'll set it out, and it sets there early, like, what is it, I think the tattoo shop closed on Monday, so they set it out Sunday or something, and it sets there.
Well,
But the
But
reason
you
they,
have to
but I'll tell
notify
you, but the reason they do this is because other places where Foley picks up, like Independence, you have to have your garbage can off the city street within 1 day of delivery, if not, you get a $100 fine.
Oh my gosh.
So that's the reason they go to these links, because all these different cities
yeah,
have
they don't
different
want garbage
rules.
cans sitting out on the street for a whole week or half a week or whatever.
Each day it's out there is a $100 fine past the limit. So if they pick up on Tuesday, you gotta have it back in by Wednesday, if not, it's $100 per day. Then when they come and talk to you, they send it to you in the mail.
Well, they don't have that here, do they?
No. But for the public, but they
That
do.
little apartment house up there by the pizza joint up there, okay? They leave theirs lay out there most of the time, roll it back in on Sunday and load it back up for Monday. you know?
But that's the reason the Republic does that, because they've got all these different places that have different rules. They're just like, we're gonna do it across the board no matter what.
Well, I didn't know why it was such a big deal, you know, I mean, as far as,
Yeah, but
just say what day you wanna pick it up, I don't care.
But I can tell you, people will complain if their trash. Some people will complain if their trash ain't picked up on Tuesday. They'll be calling up here asking why the trash ain't there. I'll tell you this: there's no change. If your cable goes out, are you gonna call 911 or your electric? No. There's people that do it. So you have to.
Well, when the weather was bad, or when we had that zero weather and all that, Judy didn't get any calls. I don't know whether you all got any calls from the Republic or not. I got a call during the day. Most of the time I wasn't home, so it was on voicemail. That dude explaining it out, due to the weather or due to this or that, your pickup is going to be changed to Wednesday instead of Tuesday or whatever, you know. And one time there, it was like Thursday instead of Tuesday. Well, Judy didn't get any call.
Because just like that, it's a different route. It was picked up on a different area that we didn't know.
Well, hers wasn't though. It wasn't
Picked
picked
up
up.
on the same day, though.
Right, but it's two different trucks, because your truck may come from Falmouth and ours was coming from Owen.
Oh.
Because just think, if there was only one company and we were not customers, it's whatever, but they've got to deal with all the other
Well, maybe
cities.
that's why, but I know people down New Dell Drive, I was the only one, when I'm coming and going, I'm seeing the cans out there. I was the only one on New Dell Drive that didn't put their can out on Monday night for Tuesday. Everybody else had theirs out Monday for Tuesday, and then it wouldn't be Wednesday or Thursday before, you know. So they weren't getting a call, but I got a call.
And it's the same, I mean, we had the same problem with Pierce, that they'll change phone numbers and never tell us. Or that's like with the business licenses.
Well,
They're like, oh, I'm out of business, but they
Julie's
never
had
tell
the
us.
same phone number for 40 years, and I've had the same one for.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it changes, because business license, you know, we send out reminders saying you need to renew. We send out, Pete sent out 150 letters. Some of them got returned because it was wrong address, or they're no longer there, closed. They never tell us.
Businesses or personal?
Businesses.
Businesses.
So that's what I mean, things change and they don't always update everybody. No, it's too early.
Hey, you know. I took him to the car. Oh. He's gonna sleep in there. Oh. You know.
Is it raining out there? It says it's supposed to rain, start raining.
It's supposed to rain up in the night, isn't it?
And I got a weather alert from Weather Channel saying it's supposed to start raining like go back to 6:30.
It's raining now.
Oh, it is now?
Misting.
Supposed to have 5 inches of snow possibly tonight, up to 5 inches. Snow.
Tomorrow.
Well, I don't know.
Well, they changed that now. It's supposed to be from 8 o'clock tomorrow night to 8 o'clock Wednesday.
I don't know, I just know earlier I got something saying it's possibly snow, saying today, so I could be wrong, but.
Well, I got one of those too, and I got another one that changed it, updated. Let me see what earlier it wasn't supposed to, it's supposed to just go down to 38.
The hours right now,
Yeah, it's
80%.
It's 56, and 56 and
Still
showers.
snowing Wednesday, it's got. It won't last long because then it's gonna melt.
55,
Thursday and Friday's
52.
supposed to be in the 40s.
2 a.m.
Saturday's supposed to snow again.
At 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, it's supposed to be 37.
This is my spring break. This is an awesome spring break.
Oh, yeah. Then
That's
they can.
Tuesday.
Hey, like you're in college and stuff, you're supposed to be employed for spring break.
Wednesday's
I'm
supposed
trying to save money.
Wednesday's supposed
I
to be
did my
snow.
whole thing when I went to Germany.
The rain wasn't blowing.
The rain.
How'd you get in? They let you in?
No, I was gonna say, usually it's
Well, I
water.
left the door locked, I don't want to live in there. Something's-
I want to talk to Jim for a
He
minute.
ain't gonna have time, he ain't gonna feel like talking, Gary.
That just,
Well, he ain't gonna feel like talking, he's gonna be upset.
well, sometimes he does when he talks to somebody that's got some sense.
Well, imagine you're fed up with it for the night.
The whole audience here that he sits back there and just watching the traffic screens and stuff. I knew what was gonna happen. When I read the agenda this morning on the computer, I done knew who was gonna be flapping their lips. And I was 100% right. The shape, and people that don't know that, the shape that this city was in when Jim took over, cleaned up the mess that he left, or tried to, was working at it still. And him sit up and say everything was running just fine, so yeah, right.
Sometimes you just gotta let them say what they need to say to get it off their chest, and then they won't speak of it again.
Yeah, you know, he will.
Did you say Crupper saying what's on his chest and won't say anything else?
No, that can happen.
Heard you? Oh,
Well, most people,
Oh, he won't in.
like I could get in fights with 15 people a day just because they run their mouth, but I ain't gonna get into it because it ain't worth wasting my breath over.
When you start cutting down the best mayor we've had and, since Howard Mannion, that ain't easy to take. No Pillow, now he was always gone somewhere. He'd be in Frankfurt, he'd be in Washington DC, he was over Frankfurt at least once a week.
Oh. Yeah, but you gotta think about it though too. At that time, like we were talking about computers, Jimmy don't have to go to Frankfurt to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
He can just email them now.
Why couldn't
And they're usually a lot quicker on email than if you try and set up an appointment.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I'm saying though, back when Pillow was mayor, you didn't have email and.
Right. So you
text
actually,
message and
he made those
you'd
steps,
write him a
yeah.
letter or call him and say, when can I come over and talk to you or whatever. Or get something in the mail saying we're going to be discussing this particular topic. If you would like to attend, it'll be so-and-so at so-and-so time and that type thing, Well, I don't know. I don't think Jim will do it, but I think that if he don't have any more appreciation than that he should say, He's about like the people that everything that Trump does, is doing it wrong. And everything that Jim does, there's something wrong with what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Crupper's been on him ever since day one, ever since he beat him for mayor. It started that next morning. He's been on an agenda to badmouth him. I wonder why Skinner and all of, why they were down here tonight. What was
I
they?
guess about the water rate stuff.
I know, but all they did said was is we ain't nothing we can do at this time. I mean,
I guess they were here in case there were questions. I don't know.
yeah. Well, yeah, they had their little folders there like this.
No, nobody asked one question.
Well, there's not a whole lot of questions to ask, Judy, when it's 37 years left on a 40-year contract. Why? What question do you ask? Well, I'd like to hear that. I'd like to hear what's going on in that meeting.
Well, I'm ready to go home. You can take me home and then you come back.
I was going to go get me something to eat since I've had a junior hamburger today.
McDonald's?
No, I don't think they're out. I was thinking about going to La Rosa's and get a salad.
I love their salads.
They got a good salad.
Yeah.
It's always cold and crispy, and it's a good salad.
I like their creamy garlic dressing.
Huh?
The creamy garlic dressing.
I've never had that.
Oh,
I usually
my
either get French or ranch one. Creamy garlic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it real creamy?
It's kind of like ranch. Maybe
Like
a little.
ranch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that texture. It has a garlic flavor, but I mean it's not too strong.
Not real tart, huh?
Yeah.
I've never heard of creamy garlic.
Yeah, when you go there, just get a little packet of it and then open it up and just taste it before you put anything else on your salad.
I may just have her just bring me just a taste of it in a cup, and boy, I don't want to ruin the salad with it. Judy, you haven't got a thing in the world to do, so do it.
I just don't want to be here when they come out, between you and me.
Well, we're gonna be.
I'm going to try.
Start walking.
I can. No problem for me.
Crupper sticks his hand out to shake hands with me, and we'll say no thanks. Come on, Bird. Shaking hands with all the Williamstown group. They're thanking them for their 40-year contract.
I thought they were going to crack up when they come up with that salary 50 years ago. They did.
Well, I mean, I know I shouldn't have blurted that out, but I couldn't help it. Goddamn, comparing something to 1962.
I wish fuel costs like it did back then. It'd be what, 15 cents to fill up per gallon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure something like that. I mean, it could have been less. Around there, I'm sure. Not $2.75.
Yeah, we made $5 a meeting in 1962. You know, I made $1.16 an hour working in 62. No, come to think of it, in 62, I was washing cars for Gene Willoughby at the gas station in Williamstown for $1 a car. That's what I got. We charged $2 and I got $1.
My mom wasn't even born in 62. So
so I wasn't even around.
I'll say in 62, my mom would have been 15. She was born in 47.
Yeah, born in 42.
So yeah. I couldn't imagine. What was it?
Well, I didn't make any money. When I in 42, and I'm going to go back and talk about, my dad drove a bread truck, they said, for Klosterman Bakery in Covington. And he made $6 a week. And raised a family and paid rent. And my mother was a part-time school teacher, but he made $6 a week, get up and leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, servicing all them restaurants and stuff, about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Made $6 a week.
What was it? There was a picture somewhere for the Covey gas station. Like there was a picture, like when it still had gas, it had price up there for fuel. I think it was less than $1.
Oh yeah. When Covey was there.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
this is still when it was a service station.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, I went my first service station. I went in 62, 18th of June, 1962. And gas, regular gas, was 32.9. Prior to that, in 1959, it was about 24.9 and 25.9, 26.9. But regular gas was 32.9 in 1962 in June. And when I was out here at the Shell, I remember distinctly when it went to 49.9. I thought, man, it surely to God it ain't gonna go much higher than that. And then the next thing you know, it was 98.9 and 99.9 and I went out of there in September of '81, and it was still under $1. It was like 99.9 or 98.9 then, and when we closed up out there. But I never will forget when we changed that price sign to 49.9. I said, well, surely it'll top it. This is as far as it'll go. It won't go no higher than that, you know.
It's crazy.
I am here. I'm putting my coat back on too soon.
It was hotter.
Jim, cold.
Freezing.
Hot.
Oh, I was going to say, surely you're not cold.
Good to me.
Yeah, well, you're weird.
Well, I'm human.
You're human?
Damn, I don't know why Jim didn't stand up for himself, because I just kept her saying, oh, I think we're just doing just fine. We're doing just fine. And he left the door open for a lot of controversy there that he got away with.
Well, when you're in public office like that, you can't say a whole lot there. You just can't say nothing and get in a big argument about it. You just can't do it.
He really didn't. I mean, anybody with just a little bit of common sense, he just made an ass out of himself with that comment.
Everybody knows better, so wasn't no use in saying anything.
Yeah, but he goes out here, and the first thing he'll do tonight or in the morning will be spread the word about Jim Wells wants his salary raised to $41,000 a year.
Well, here's the funny thing. That raise don't affect anybody that's here. It can't go up until January 1st, after the election.
Right.
So it can go up for Jimmy. It could be $41,000 for Clay if he decided to run again.
Yeah. Well, if they pay him $41,000, they pay him about $35,000 too damn much.
You buddy.
What?
Said, yeah, buddy.
Where's the newspaper guy? We need to quote you on that.
All right. Hayden, we'll sign that one. We'll sign up that one. Yeah. We'll amend that to $5,000 a year. Yeah, I guarantee you that if that would happen to have gotten passed through, and he did run for mayor and he won mayor, which Lord knows I can't believe that. But anyway, if it did, he wouldn't be so against it if he was gonna make $40,000 a year. And I don't know.
No.
He ought to play ought to be on, which I know he can't be, but he ought to be on Williamstown City Council, because that's what they like to do, keep things like it was 50 years ago.
When are they gonna put this sign up?
They're waiting for it to get warm, because they're actually gonna have like the family and stuff out and do a big thing. They're gonna do that, put it up, and then take it down before all the construction equipment, so they actually won't get knocked down.
What's that?
That sign.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's another thing, you know, Barry's found a place to get those cheaper. You know how much that sign cost to make? How much would you think it would cost? Just, come on.
$1,000.
I was gonna say 700.
300.
$80.
80 bucks.
I think it was no. I think it's like 88 or something like that.
Well, you can't even get one of them little street signs for that, are they?
That might be wrong. It might have been 60.
No more than 80.
Yeah, it was no more than 80. Because instead of going through a company in Lexington, they've always went through, which means they get it for like 2 or 3 days. Barry's got a hold of Boone County Road Department, which does that all in house, and they just charge us the cost of material. They don't charge labor or nothing for us.
Wow.
So I mean, look at that cost we're spending. 'Cause I mean, for a regular street sign, which ain't even that big, it'd be normally 60. And I think that one, with it being bigger, I
That's
still
got a
think
nice heavy weight.
Well, they gotta put the Purple Heart veteran sign in.
they're gonna, the post that it mounts on, they're gonna put that on the post below the sign on each side. Yeah, because I didn't know. There's so many regulations for that stuff I had no idea about. Like if it's for military like that, it has to be a certain size.
Oh, that Purple Heart?
No, the Sergeant Daniel Wallace. The street sign, the green and the white letters.
Mm-hmm.
If it's military, you have to be able to be a certain size and all this different stuff. It has to be reflective. There's all these different regulations with it.
And when you're putting the sergeant on there, that meant military.
I think, yeah.
I'm surprised somebody ain't said something about your position here.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they just want to bitch about everything else, but they ain't bitching about you.
They are, they can, I don't care.
No, I think I'm 110% in favor of what you're doing. I'm just saying, they all want to, we're spending this money for this. We didn't have your capacity 50 years ago, so let's get rid of that too, I guess, huh?
I don't understand why we've never charged a ticket for Rocking the Ridge. Like even.
We did that first year.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, why not $5? Minimal amount. I mean.
We've got people here in the city that don't even can't even have water turned on at their house. I know a person here on Lee Street hasn't had water turned. They ain't been turned on their house in probably over a year.
So I'm missing the point here.
How can they pay $5 for that when they can't even afford water for their house?
Oh, I see.
When they're going down to Lake Polywall
I'll
to get water.
Okay. Well, and what I was thinking would be trying to police that. Now, when they had the band and stuff down in the ball field, other than the people that lived up here, people came in through their yards and stuff in, but it was a little easier to, it cost so much to come through the gate down there, but when it's open out here,
What'd they say
all these different streets to come in on.
What'd they say our population was? 2,700?
Yeah.
Do you know what the population of the city was that day?
Like 8,000.
There was 12,000 people for that concert. There was 10 to 12,000 people.
Yeah.
From the vendors telling us how much they sold and all that inventory and stuff they had. They were saying it's between 10 to 12,000.
Right.
Did you know that Speedway and the stores up here sold out of alcohol
Yeah, I can believe that.
because they were taking forever in the booths down there? So they just walked up and got it. How much money did that put in to the economy?
Yeah.
Sure, we're not charging for it, but how much more do we pump back in? I mean, the shrimp, I don't know what they did that day, but I'm sure they were open, 'cause I mean, their parking lot's full of stuff.
Oh,
shrimp
they hit a lick there now, that had no doubt.
I know Liquor Box, I heard an estimate of what they made that night on alcohol sales.
$13,000 bottom line, wasn't it?
No, I heard they made around, they walked out of it with 35,000.
Huh?
They walked out of it, I think, that night with 35,000 in cash.
No, I heard that the bottom line after all the expenses and.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the bottom line is, but what they walked out that
That's what I'm
night,
talking about. They said the bottom line was it 13 or 16,000?
either way. Think about it.
After all expenses, merchandise expense, health expense,
Where can you go?
$2,000 that permit fee for the city.
Where can you
After
go?
all the overhead, there was like $13 to $14, $15,000.
Where can you go for a day and make 15,000?
Right. Well, you seen who was going to jump on it real quick this year?
Mm-hmm.
Brooke.
They both are. I'm understanding they're into a partnership. They're both going to run. One's going to run one side, one's going to run the other beer booth.
Oh, I thought the city was going to run it.
Nope. They decided against it.
Well,
So it's too much of a headache, too much logistics to get people to do it, when they can just have them pay us a certain fee or whatever it is and have them take care of it.
So they get $4,000, $2,000 a permit, or
I don't know what it is.
whatever.
I'm not
Have
sure.
one on each side of the street.
Well, they're gonna set the things, the trucks up. They're gonna have them in two different places, and then they're gonna have like a beer garden, because I think they're gonna be allowed to serve like shots and wine. They're gonna have like a place like that too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but I mean,
Well, that's the last time I talked to Jim about it, that was a while back. He said rather than give it to somebody else.
Right, we were gonna try, but
take the 13, 14,000, put it against the expense for the.
I just think it became too much of a hassle, because then you have to get so many people, and they have to be that certification to serve it, and then you have to, just the logistics of getting all that and being accountable for it all. It's just do that.
Yeah, that's probably smart. Instead of trying to take the whole pie, just take part of the pie.
Mm-hmm. And then give the people.
Well, so that would be another black mark for the city from all of the people
But you know, it's not.
in Judy's group. So, the city of Dry Ridge is selling beer at the, but they're having a big enough fit about it even doing it at all,
Well, and it's not like we sold it to an outdoor, it ain't like it's Laker City. These are two locally owned stores that are the ones serving it, that's benefiting.
Well, see, that, I know when I talked to Jim about that one time, that was Brooks' big beef was, the city is going, I've got a liquor license and all that, and you're gonna take this, away from the local business owner, and the city's gonna reap the profit. Why not let so I guess she.
I mean, it is, because it's logistic, because on the day of the event, I'm here, Amy's here, Amy and Jim were here last year at 6 a.m. I think I came in around 7. Some of the maintenance guys started coming in around 10 and stuff, but the roads were shut down at 8 a.m. to start getting everything set up. This year they're starting to set up at 6 a.m. So that means I'm sure Jim and Amy will be here at 5. And I think it was like 4 a.m. we went home by the time we did clean up.
Yeah. Well, and then the next morning, or right after daylight, they had the fire trucks and all down, spraying down the streets and all that stuff.
No, so I know that night we had the Bobcat down there taking all the trash and putting it in the dumpster and stuff.
Right. But they had a fire truck down there running the hose, washing down.
I'm sure.
I feel like we needed more trash cans scattered around.
You know what though? I told Jimmy this, because through the Republic contract that we got with the county for trash, the first year, I don't know why, whether it was what, but we paid for a dumpster and paid for the trash cans with it. I had to look through the contract for something. Last year they provided us the dumpster for free, because they'll provide it to the city for festivals and things like that. remember all the trash box cans? They provided those to us as free. All we had to do was pay for the bags. We still have half a pallet. They brought it to us on a skid. We still got half a skid back there.
Oh,
And I told Jimmy,
cardboard.
Yeah, the cardboard one.
But you put the
I
bag.
told Jimmy, I said, I read something, and you all probably seen it before, something about Walt Disney World. Walt Disney said, I want a trash can about every 10 to 12 feet. The reason behind it, that's the furthest he ever saw anybody walk before they just throw trash on the ground. But then he got to the point down there, I mean, you all saw me changing trash out because it was just so full. I mean, we had a bunch of trash cans out.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Because they're towards the end of the night, it was all the
And
crap you couldn't
people
get
were
to.
using them, but down there around where they was playing the music, it wasn't long till they were mounded up where you.
Well, you couldn't go there to change them. That was the problem. Like the ones I was changing, I'm jerking them out. There's liquid going everywhere because somebody doesn't pour it out. And I'm trying to do it. Well, if you pour it out in the middle of that crowd and pour it out, you're going to spray somebody with beer or whatever else.
Right.
So it's sort of like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And it's too heavy to pick up.
Right. Well, I think it was overwhelmed with the attendance by
Well-
having it up here, not down in the bar.
Well, I was going to say, that was a change of plans on Friday because they were out
Well,
there
it
in
was
the
an
pouring
emergency
rain.
change of plans that turned out to be a good plan.
Yeah, because everybody seemed to like it.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that they said all the
Plus
car show
you,
people
plus you
liked it.
audioed the music all over town from up there on that, you know, and the people walking up down the streets at the car show or whatever they might have been doing.
That, what is that graph we did for the traffic accidents? Did we do like
A map?
something like that?
Okay.
Do we have that?
I've got it on my computer somewhere. I'm sure that I can recreate it. I think I've got all of the 2016 data.
We just need something. Send it.
Okay.
I don't want to get into this
Just
stuff,
accidents or anything?
but what's is Lilly considered local because they've got the storage lot up
That's why
here?
they built that. That's why they put that fence and all up there.
Oh, okay. No, I'm all for Lilly's. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I just wondered why he's not picking on the Lilly's, but
Because they have what he has.
Okay, now let me ask you something else then. What if the secrets guy, whatever his name is, says, oh, all I'm gonna get is the 18-wheelers. Hell with that, you don't have that too, I don't want it.
Then we'll have to go outside of county.
So then what do you do?
Go outside of county and find somebody that can do it.
I know, that's what I mean, you know.
We have to do
You
that.
just have to.
They ain't gonna turn that down. I don't think they'll turn down heavy wreckers.
No,
They won't
I
do
don't
too much,
think
but
he
you're
would,
right,
but-
yeah.
But he could say, damn, you know, I mean, I can't get a $100 wreck call every now and then, you know, one out of three
I'm
or
sure he
whatever.
stays busy enough because they're just like, well, Newtown only uses them. Like City of Independence has a record service they only use. They only use one. Taylor Mill uses Ken's out of Crescent Springs. That's the only one Taylor Mill uses is Ken's.
Well, now what's happened to Bill Jump? Bill Jump, is he out of business now or what?
Nope, he does not have a license in the city currently.
Oh, he don't have, that's a shame, I'll tell you that. I feel so sorry for Bill. That,
Now we've been talking to him, but I think they're deciding whether they're going to have it or not. But I mean, that's the thing. Even if he don't get a license, just like I found one the other day, he's like, "What about all the other record services?" I'm like, "Bill, I can even tell if they're working if I see them working in the city. You know, if you're driving a tow truck through the city, that doesn't mean you're working. You be driving through us to go to Williamstown to pick something up.
Yeah.
So unless I see you out working on one or picking up or delivering something,
right.
I can't. Well, I found one the other day. He named off. Okay. So I sent them a letter today. They got to get a business license. You're found here in the city this date and time.
Is that Noble?
Nope.
Oh.
Hodge. A. Hodge and Crittenden.
Oh, Hodge, okay. Now, he does Crittenden, right?
He does, well, but here's the thing. Just like Chuck sitting here, they didn't talk about it. If Chuck, one of his deputies, stops somebody up here in front of Walmart and they call for a record, they don't have a business license in the city, they're violating it because they're supposed to have a business license. If he calls Nobles and the Nobles is next on the list in front of Walmart, he's working in the city without a license.
Okay.
See, just because he's not,
So he has to call, boy down here then.
I'm not sure he calls Nobles, but I've never seen him before. But that's the thing. Just because you have a business license doesn't mean you're on the rotation list.
Oh.
What's
oh,
the
I see.
point of just getting, if you're a wrecker, if you just pay for a city license? Like, I know that you would have to pay both of them if you were in Dry Ridge, but what does it do if you just buy a city license?
Like for the one in Crittenden or something?
Like for the one to come down here and pick a car up. Because they're getting paid to pick that car up, so they have to have a business license.
Yeah. But what is a, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Like, where can you go if you just bought a city license? I mean, not a city license, but a county license.
It's in the county.
So only, like,
But not in
trust
city
department-
municipalities, yeah?
Well, it depends. Because, I mean, well, Crittenden has a business license, Williamstown has a business license, we've got a business license. But if you're out in the county, you can go anywhere except in those cities, unless you have a license in those cities.
Well, that's what I'm saying, the municipalities that you don't have a license for,
You're not supposed to work in.
you're not supposed to work them.
Now.
Well, back when I was in the towing business, when I was in the service station and that, we had, well, actually, you didn't even have a city license way back when, but you were on the state police rotating list, you know.
Papa? Stop.
What'd you do with Judy? Where'd you take Judy to?
Huh?
Where's Judy at?
No.
Well, I don't know where she went to.
She may start walking home.
Yeah, the car won't work. It has reconnecting Wi-Fi.
Where she's at?
Probably in the
Oh,
truck.
she's sitting in here watching TV.
Wow.
Judy gonna run for mayor and get all you guys?
She's playing mayor, she's just sitting in there watching TV screen.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Just
Pretty
do
detailed meeting tonight, and they get a little hotter back there than they was out
I
here.
don't think they're gonna stay back there that long. I don't even know what they're talking, it's a litigation, but I don't know what.
I don't know either, I'd like to see Crupper come out
Oh
with
no, I
blood
just heard
nose,
him laughing. Huh?
laughing.
Yeah, there's been 2 or 3 separate times that I've heard him laugh.
Yeah. I'd like to see Crupper come out with a bloody nose. Somebody slap the hell out of him.
Farting.
Sounds like they're on the way back in.
Give him something to bitch about.
Yay!
They get-
I'll call on
I told you, I don't know what to think about it.
Yeah, it is no more. Oh, really? Got it. Well, that was his question, but yeah, he got a lot, and I told him where I got it.
No.
A lot of positive.
All right, Jim Gandy made a motion to come out of executive session, and it was seconded by
Kenny Getty.
We're back in regular session.
Who to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn. Motion by Jim, second by Clay, all in favor? All right.
Nay.
Yeah.